Here is interesting, you might think unexpected support for that rally today is from Jeff Mosley. You might recall he used to be head of the Australian Conservation Foundation, was still respectable in our main green group. And he says the rally has my full support. Backing renewables, regardless of their impacts, is a sign that with endless economic growth, all ecological boundaries are at risk. I might not agree with exactly how he phrased it, but still. Joining me every Tuesday is Nationals MP Matt Canavan, the former Resources Minister. Matt Canavan, it seems that older environmentalists, including, of course, former Greens leader Bob Brown, they're getting it about all these wind towers.
Yeah, look, and I find myself in the surprising situation where I'm standing shoulder to shoulder with these environmentalists, these people who I wouldn't see eye to eye on many other political issues, including Bob Brown. But none of us want to destroy our landscape. None of us want to see the wanton destruction of the Australian bush just so some foreign investors can make some money. Obviously, we come at the climate change issue from different approaches, but what's happening out there in the bush is an absolute atrocity right now. This is the biggest issue in the bush that's appeared and come to Canberra today. People are up in arms about their pristine landscapes being destroyed by massive industrial landscapes. To give people at home some kind of perception of what's going on, the flag at Parliament House here, just behind me on the screen, that flag is 100 metres tall. Some of the wind turbines going up near Rockhampton, where I live, are 300 metres tall. So they're 3 times the size of that flagpole in Canberra. And I don't think the people of Canberra would even take one of those monstrosities on the tops of their mountains. We're getting 60 of those just in that project. So that's why you've had this reaction. I hope people across Australia wake up to this now and listen to their nation's farmers, listen to their custodians of our bush landscape, our heritage, and don't destroy that before it's too late.
Matt, I saw something that just really shocked me, to be honest. Yesterday, I covered the horrific stabbing death of Violene White in Ipswich. She was 70 years old, stabbed allegedly by youths in the shopping centre car park right in front of her 6-year-old granddaughter. Can you believe that? Well, there's only one way to react, I would have thought, to this. But today, Premier Steven Miles gave a big speech, and was asked by Sky News Brisbane Bureau Chief Adam Waters why he hadn't mentioned youth crime in his checklist of things to do. And have a look at the Premier, amazingly, laughing it off.
The absence of any reference to youth crime in your speech to the Queensland Media Club would have been noted by more than a few, including the people of those communities. Premier, I'm sure you concede the last 2 summers have been bookended by the murders of young mother Emma Lovell and just 3 days ago, grandmother Violene White, her daughter Denise.
Matt, he went on to say, oh, look, you're wrong, we've got more police on the beat. But that reaction there, that's just astonishing.
It's very, very weird, Andrew. Bizarre behaviour from the Premier. I think he needs to explain himself, particularly given that he's been part of a government that has weakened youth justice laws. His laws a few years ago in 2019 made it clear that judges had to only deny bail as a matter of, as their law says, a last resort. It's left Queensland with far too many violent criminals let out of situations where they just shouldn't be on our streets. And now I don't know the circumstances of this particular vile act in the recent days, but I just don't think the government seems to take the crime issue seriously in Queensland. They only do things, they only apply band-aids when there's a little bit of public outcry and controversy, and I bet you they do have some kind of response now because there'll be outrage over this, but they just don't take the issue seriously. It seems like it's a joke for them, and it's not good enough for the Queenslanders that are suffering under this crime epidemic that's occurring at the moment.
To me, it just looked like a political operative treating everything just as a political problem rather than, we're talking about people's lives here.